For those that said Nick don't take basketball serious, can I tell them exactly how I feel about it?
Sure.
They don't know a damn thing about basketball. There's no player in the NBA more serious about basketball than Nick Young. You don't have to wear basketball on your shoulder, talk basketball 24 hours a day. You don't eat all day, do you? But you still like food.
I do.
All right, I rest my case. If you look at all the LA basketball players that you have seen, they always carry themselves like they are the best. Even if they might not be the best, but they say they're the best.
It's all about respect out here. Like, you know, you want that respect when you go in the gym.
You know, LA is always gonna be known for, you know, the jump shots, the crossovers, you know, so. And we got the good weather, so, you know, we always play outside, inside, it don't matter.
Yeah, it was rough over here. Rough.
Nick grew up in Culver City, and I started seeing a group of guys just normally gravitate to the front. I don't know why. They hung in the front of our building, and they was trying to develop a gang relation at the time. And one day when Nick was playing in the street, they had like a food fight, and some of the neighbors called the police. So I said, get in here. I kept them inside. I bought every Nintendo. I kept them busy.
Oh man, my mom was one of the coolest. She was like everybody come spend the night over.
I would like the mother, because I had like 50 kids up in this little apartment, if you can believe it, to keep them off the street.
Well, when Junior got killed, Nick was young. He was 6 years old.
His brother was murdered, you know, at a time when Nick was really needing that friend, and I think it really complicated his life.
Well, it was hard on everyone, because Charles kind of like went into his own mode. T became his own person. He just thought the world was against him. And the oldest one, he just withdrew. Nick, he'll cry in spells when he just think about it. He really never talked about it. He just react, and I know why he was reacting.
He been playing since he was a baby, but when he really got serious, T won the MVP in a tournament, and Nick went the next day and got on a basketball team.
That day when he came home, he had the trophy. They had just won, I think, like their little tournament, and I was like, man, you know, that's my big brother. I want that. I want to be better than him. I don't like that he get all the attention right now. People say it came easy to me, because, you know, I always thought I never really took it serious, but I always wanted to play basketball. So I remember we had like a schedule during the week. Monday through Thursday, we'd find a park, and then Friday we'd chill, and Saturday morning we had like a tournament game.
Nick was supposed to drop me off and go to school at Dorsey. Well, I just see we was driving towards the park. I'm like, this ain't the school, it ain't this way. He's like, we ain't going to school, we going to the park.
He left his phone. I like, let me go to the class and give him his phone. They said, yes, he in that class, but he haven't been there in a month. And my mouth just dropped.
From Dorsey to where his brother got killed, you could throw a rock there. That's how close he was to it. And, you know, being a young man, that plays on your psyche.
You know, when you know pretty much everybody, and everybody grew up in the neighborhood, they expect you like to roll with them and hang with them. And for the most part, I try to stay as far away as possible. That's how I end up, you know, not going to school that often, because I used to go to the park all the time and just hoop.
The gang members at Dorsey was the same gang members that had grew up with the same people that killed Junior. Coach asked me, if I can get him out of Dorsey, would you let him go to Cleveland? I said, if you can get him out of Dorsey, you can do what the hell you want with him. Put him over at Cleveland. Coach Dre took hold on him and had full control.
Coming to a place where he didn't have to look over his shoulder every day, or have to think about,
the gang that, killed his brother. I think those things, started to allow him to have freedom and begin to, be a kid again. And then once he was able to be a kid again, we started to know what we needed to do to support him and to help him along academically and as a young man.
When I first went to Cleveland, I realized I'm getting good grades now, and I'm like, man, I had like a 2.7 or 8. You need a 2.5 to play, and then I just started playing after that.
Taft and Cleveland been going at it for years.
Taft and them ruled the Valley. So Nick coming from the inner city, going to the Valley, trying to take their shine. So of course, a farmer didn't like it.
Jordan was getting all the accolades. He was Valley Player of the Year and everything, so I was a little mad. So that kind of helped the rivalry grow a little bit because I was talking trash every time he played.
The game in Nick's senior year was particularly intense because we had played Taft at Pauley Pavilion and really should have won the game.
Taft had beat us which was a fluke, by 1 point.
So when we came back home, one of the teachers here suggested that we play The Big Payback by James Brown.
Big Payback, James Brown came on, sweat was on the wall.
Time for the big payback, and we beat them by 20-some points.
Big Payback, we paid them back. Y'all hear us, Taft?
Jordan Farmer played for Taft. He's committed to UCLA. Nick Young playing for Cleveland, committed to USC.
Just remembering him saying that he wanted to go to USC, and I was like, are you sure? Is that really where you want to go?
Even when he was a little kid, he always wanted to go to USC. And like when people say, why would you go to USC? USC ain't noted for basketball. They know it for football. But Nick said, well, I'm gonna change it.
He wanted to be the change agent that made that school a basketball power, that put that school on the map basketball-wise.
I like the underdog. I've always been like the underdog all my career, so I like schools like that. And Farmar was going to UCLA. I wanted that rivalry to keep going.
The best season in USC's history was with Nick Young, his junior year. We went to the Sweet 16, led Carolina by 16 with 11 minutes to go. Carolina team that lost in the national finals.
It's the only one right now that been to the Sweet 16 because of my baby. They said don't take the game serious because he got flair, he got style, he's smooth, he's the best dancer on the floor. That boy's tough. I'd be like, are you all right? Are you gonna break? You sure? His mom tired. He tell me when he's tired, but he said, I'm not gonna let them break me.
He was always the one that was laughing and playing and making sure that the locker room was a place of freedom and laughter so that everyone could be at ease when they went out on the court. And I think that's the thing that allowed us to be a great team is because he made us a family.
I think basketball is more to him than that. I think it's a form of expression. It's a form of this creative side of Nick that he wants to put out there and let people see.
If I'm not having fun or playing with that swag I normally play with, I'm nothing out there on the court. I try to bring in energy as much as I could, and just have fun while I'm doing it, because this game can go so fast, so you got to enjoy it.